Bleed Like Me, a Scott and Bailey novel by Cath Staincliffe, read by Katy, Carmichael. Day 1, Chapter 1. Rachel was running for her life. Air burning like acid in her chest, feet pounding the tarmac. Everything around her, the shops and passers-by, lampposts and railings smudged, a blur of shape and colour. She risked a glance behind, hair whipping in her eyes, almost losing her balance as one ankle buckled, and she saw the car was gaining. He was at the wheel, his face set with intent, eyes gleaming, mouth curved in a half smile. Running her down, running her to the ground. For a moment, her legs stalled, numb, weak as string, before she took flight again. Arms slicing the air, throat parched, sweat cold across her skin, and the thud of her heart ever louder in her ears. Then the roar as he gunned the engine, the screech as the car leapt towards her, close enough for her to smell burning oil and petrol fumes high in her throat. Dizzying. The thump of impact, hurling her forward, a bone-cracking crunch, and Rachel fell. Sprawling along the gutter and into the pavement's edge, legs twisting the wrong way beneath her, skinning her chin and shoulder and the length of her forearms, smacking her head against the curbstone. A jolt that turned the world black and brought vomit scalding her gullet. The engine cut out, and then she heard his footsteps, the smack-smack of his best Italian leather on the gritty stone. She tried to draw away, but was pinned, paralysed, and her attempt to shuffle brought scarlet pain licking through her hip. She tried to cry for help, but her voice was frozen too, and all the people had gone. She was alone with him. "Rachel," he said sadly. "Rachel, Rachel, what will I do with you?" Tears burned the backs of her eyes. Then his hands were on her, yanking her over, ignoring the howls she gave. Nick, shaking his head, disappointed in her. "I warned you," he said. And he had. "I can't trust you, Rachel." That was fucking rich, that was. She'd have laughed if the pain hadn't been so brutal. He lifted his foot, pressed the sole of his shoe on her neck. His eyes drilled into her. There was something she must do, must remember to do, something. The knife. She still had the knife. Her fingers tightened round the handle. She kept her gaze locked on his. Just stab his leg and then... "We could have been so good, but you wouldn't listen, would you? Threatening me, you silly bitch." He pushed down, his mouth tightening with the effort, crushing her windpipe. She raised the knife, so heavy, her arm spasming with cramp, and plunged the blade into his calf, and heard the sudden high scream, half pain, half rage, that he gave as he stumbled back. Rachel couldn't move. Her legs wouldn't work. Nick bent over her, grabbed her hand, peeling back her fingers to get the knife. "You bitch! You mad bitch!" He spat the words, spittle landing on her face. "Bastard," Rachel whispered. He had the knife. She would not beg. He moved closer, the knife ready, smeared with his blood, his eyes brilliant with hatred. He touched the tip of the knife to her cheek. "I've got to kill you," he said softly. "You know that." Panic skittered in her chest, making her shudder uncontrollably. The pain from her hip rolled over her in waves. "Fuck you," she thought. "Fuck you, Nick Savage. Fuck you to hell and back." She lunged for his arm, determined to fight, grabbing at his wrist, but he dodged, lifting the knife away. Swiftly, he moved back, stooped with the knife, and swept it under her throat. Rachel felt the spill of warm blood across her neck and down her chest, heard the gurgling noise she made, saw his smile, wide, gleeful. She tried to scream, but her throat was full of blood. No air. "Help me!" She reared awake, choking, sucking in breath, the knife in her hand. The room, full of snow, white, floating, spiralling down.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?